Welcome everybody to the show. This is Katrina Sawa, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with JumpstartYourMarketing.com. And this is my Jumpstart Your Business Now radio show. Today is Tuesday, March 12th, 2013. And I'm actually doing this show solo today. Usually I bring in a guest who shares how to jumpstart your business and how they've done it in their own businesses. I'm also videotaping this show so that I can use it in different marketing promotions and stuff like that. So if you're watching the video, I apologize. I'm not going to be staring at the video the whole time because I have notes and I have things I want to share. And when I'm usually on the radio, obviously I'm behind the scenes. I'm not in front of a camera. And so yeah, I had to put some makeup on today and do my hair. And I've got my fun little headset on. But so I'm multitasking at my desk here. But normally this show happens every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and the goal of this show is to help business owners make smarter marketing and business decisions, giving you tools, tips, information, and resources to help you start, grow, and market your business, and ultimately take it to a 6+ figure business. My goal for you is to finally create a passion-driven, freedom-based, money-making business model that fits the kind of lifestyle you want to live, not fitting your life in around your business. So normally I do bring in a guest and other business owners and entrepreneurs, authors, speakers who share tips and things on how they've jump-started their business and what marketing strategies and lead generation or sales strategies are working now versus maybe when they started. And so for those of you who haven't necessarily seen the show that much or listened in and you don't know too much about me, normally I introduce my guest, right? So I kind of have to introduce myself for those of you who don't know. And I'm known as the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach because I literally kick my clients and their businesses into high gear. And I do that through many different ways. I have very affordable group programs, do-it-yourself business building products. I also do one-on-one coaching and mentoring. I have live events and annual mastermind groups, membership programs. I have lots of free information on the website for anybody to go grab. Just go to jumpstartyourmarketing.com and sign up in the box on the top right. You'll get my video e-zines, my video newsletters and tips on things that I'm sharing like with you today, but in a video aspect on a weekly basis. They're really good. It's really good stuff. So I do highly recommend you check it out. I've been doing this for about 10 years, a little over 10 years. And before doing my own business, I used to be in advertising sales. I actually used to be in all kinds of different sales and marketing positions, everything from door to door, knocking on doors and seeing if or how, I used to sell oil change certificates, for goodness sakes. I used to sell, do you want 4 oil changes for $20? That was my little hook before you slam the door in my face. And it was funny because that kind of experience, I did that for 9 months, and boy, was that tough. That was tough, but it really built that hardened skin on my back so that I can take more no's and I can really talk to anybody about anything. And frankly, I can sell almost anything to anybody. And this is also another reason why I'm really good with clients in sharing with you how to present yourself or your services or your products, whether it's live in person or in a networking setting, and what to say, right? So you're not nervous, or what to say on your website or in your marketing materials. Those kinds of, that wording really comes easy to me. And so this is one thing that I know a lot of business owners struggle with, is talking about themselves in that kind of a capacity, in a promotional capacity, and what to say to promote your stuff. And yeah, you don't always want to be selling yourself, right? You want to be building relationships. And I'm all about relationship building, interactive, and engaging with clients, prospects, referral sources, and through your website especially. But it is a numbers game though, and so you want to figure out how to build relationships with more people more often and in more ways. And so I teach business owners how to do that, and which marketing strategies to use, where to focus your time every day, where to single in, and how to block your time, because a lot of us get really overwhelmed with all the to-dos we have, right? Your to-do list might be 175 things long, for God's sakes, right? So how do you know which things to prioritize first that are going to make you money, get you more clients, so that you can have room to breathe, right? And then actually do other things in your business. So that's me in a way. And I also wrote a book called Love Yourself Successful. And the reason I wrote this book is because a lot of my female clients we were talking about their business, and it would come up that they're not really that happy in their personal lives. And I, at the time, in the last, up until about 8 months ago, was single for about 7 years, dating a few people here and there since my divorce. And it was not a fun time. And I was happy with myself, but I was not happy because I'm more of a relationship person. And so I was dating. I was doing a lot of online dating, so I have some great tips on that. But I just wasn't happy without having that love in my life. And so a lot of women I've talked with and worked with over the past on their businesses are either in unhappy marriages, or they were single themselves and trying to find their Mr. Right, or they had toxic people in your life that are not supportive or motivating for us as entrepreneurs. We have to be 100% on our game, motivated, have energy and passion and the desire to really do the things it's going to take to build the business. All the time, 24/7. If we have anybody talking at us going, oh, I don't think you should do that, or oh, you should go get a job, or oh, are you sure you should do that, or are you really, I don't think you're worth that much money, or whatever it is, that's the reason I really wrote the book, is because I saw so much of this kind of personal stuff eking into the revenue generating business, and which was causing people not to make a lot of money in their business for various reasons. So I bring a lot of that to the table when I talk with clients or work in my group programs or events, is how to mix the two, how to mix the personal and the business so that you actually can create a happier life for yourself. So that's me. There's a lot more to read about me. You can go to the website and read the About page and look at the fun pictures. And of course, I have tons of video on YouTube. If you want to get some really great video tips, make sure you're on my newsletter, but you can go to YouTube and they're all there. But if you really want to jumpstart your business, you probably need some entrepreneurial training. Okay, if you haven't taken any, or even if you've invested in mentors and workshops and training programs already, a lot of those training programs out there aren't necessarily what the initial business owner needs. So today we're talking about startup business basics and really how to maximize your time and money within the first 3 years of starting up your small business. Now, if you're beyond the first 3 years, you still want to listen in, because a lot of the things I'm going to talk about, you may still not have implemented in your business. A lot of the systems and operational structure and the right business models to get you to more money in your business, I find are not implemented in most businesses. So do pay attention. I just happen to know there's a lot of people that want to get out of their job or trying to start up a business. It's a really good time to start a business, but you really have to know how to build it the right way from the start. And so that's what I want to help you do. And so I'm going to share today 6 things that I usually teach in a 6-week program that I do that I do a few times a year. And I'm going to share with you how you can find out more about it, but I'm going to give you as much as I can today on the 30-minute talk show that we have today. And so just so you know, the radio show, if you're listening, there is a website for the radio show. If you do want to become a guest, or if you want to go check out archives of the show, go to jumpstartyourbusinessnow.com. There is a page on my regular website too, but that's how you get straight to that page to find out more about the radio show. And it does happen every other Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific, like I said. So, of course, you can find me on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. I'm on Facebook a lot, and I have a couple fan pages there. But I want to get to the heart and the meat today of what we're covering. So I'm excited to share with you some startup business basics, what you may want to listen to and take notes. Things that we're going to talk about today can help you feel more clear on what you're providing or offering, can help you be more confident to charge what you're really worth and stop undervaluing yourself. Learn how to monetize better what you're already doing. A lot of people are not monetizing your activities. Learn how to systematize things you're already doing so that you can get more done and reach more people faster. Understand where to focus your time and on which money-making tasks, so not to waste time on things that won't lead to success. Create a roadmap for your business success for reaching your desired goals in income, lifestyle, and even for giving back, if that's a goal for you. So my mission here on this planet is to help entrepreneurs love themselves fully, live a bigger life, and leverage yourself to complete happiness. That is my mission. And I'm more of a business mentor and healer than I am, the kick you in your butt coach. I do that too, but we can solve a lot of problems together if we work together. So the first thing I want to talk about is your big picture goals and vision for your company. What else is possible? What's missing? What do you really want to build and when? Okay, a lot of people are in the wrong business model. A lot of people choose the wrong type of business to get into, and then you're very limited on, it's like, okay, I'm going to go get a client, I'm going to go get a client, I'm going to go get a client. You're focused on just the one activity rather than looking at the big picture of where you could take this business. And if you built a six-figure business, what you could do with the money or the extra, profit, or if you can build even more than a six-figure, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go from there? And if I talk with a lot of people sometimes in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who are just now starting a business, and there's nothing wrong with that. As if you finally found your passion and you want to do your own thing, that's fabulous. At any age, you can do this. Okay. But we might have to do it faster depending on how old you are and how much faster you want to, build it so you can relax a little, right? Because there is a ramp up time in most businesses. So I just want to keep that. But a lot of people don't know what's possible for them. I was talking to somebody the other day in a complimentary strategy session, and she had already thought up the big business of what's possible. She has this service and it's great for other people to teach their people. And so she's even thinking about not franchising, but licensing her model so that she can teach other people and they can buy the license, right? That's a different business model. And then they can go teaching her system to other people and it can spread across the world. And so she's thought that big. Now, she's not going to step into that in the first year of her business, right? She has to build a money-making, revenue-generating business model first for herself and her family. And then there's certain things you need to put in place in order to be positioned to be able to add that business model sooner rather than later. Whereas I had a client about 7 years ago who came to me and was wanting to be a virtual assistant, work at home. She worked out of her bedroom, right? She had no idea what was possible. All she wanted to do was fill her practice and get some clients and start making money so she could have more time with her two daughters and her husband, right? And so, but we got her so much exposure through publicity and marketing that within 18 months, it was on her radar to franchise her business. Okay, so she didn't know what was possible in the beginning, but soon, sometimes when you book yourself solid, you get to the point to where it's like, oh my God, now what do I do, right? Now what, right? You either have to charge more to work less, or you have to really reposition your business and add different business models to leverage yourself and your time so you're not working so hard. So the second thing is really choosing the right leverage business models, right? And so I had a guy come to me just yesterday, and he was talking about membership models and ebooks and audios and group programs and things like that. And he was waiting a little bit to start those. And I was sharing with him the pros and cons of each type of business model, and he was going to spend way too much time on one that wasn't going to be very revenue generating for him based on what his target market was and what his database looked like. Okay, there's certain business models you want to add before others based on how much time you have to spend to market and promote that business model, or based on your target market and what they want and how they want to receive your information, or based on how fast it's going to generate the right revenue for you. If it's a low-priced product or service at $20, $30, $40, and you need to make thousands of dollars a month, that's probably not the first thing you want to focus on, right? Because you have to sell too much volume to make the money that you want. So that's just an example of A lot of times people choose the wrong business models when they first start out, when you need to make a lot of money. And so I really push you, and sometimes it's just because you're not confident enough to charge the really hefty money-making ones. So I help you increase your confidence around that too. The third thing is positioning yourself as the expert in your industry. We need to up-level your status as an expert. We need to position you for bigger things and even developing additional marketing strategies or opportunities to be seen as more of a trusted source. Okay, that could mean speaking in your business, adding teleclasses, being a radio show host, becoming an author, doing webinars. It could be all of the above. You know, I do all of the above in my business, all of it, because I really want to be positioned as the expert in business development. And so where do you want to be, right? This is where you have to know the vision in order to know how to position yourself. And this matters in your web presence, right? You don't want to have an amateur-looking website if you're trying to be a global expert in your industry, right? You don't want to do your own website if that's the case. So positioning has to do with how you're presenting yourself as well. The fourth thing is massive global and lead generation and exposure. Now, some of you might just want to focus locally, right? But others of you might already be thinking global. And this is where the leveraged business models come into play. If you can teach a webinar or do a radio show or have a virtual group program where you're on the phone with people or on an online forum, or you're even just emailing stuff to people and you can work over Skype possibly, right? I mean, then, or Google Hangout, then you can have a global business. You don't have to stay local. I wish I knew this way back when I started my business, but I had no idea that I could go global 10 years ago. It just wasn't in my scope of reality. I didn't know anybody doing it. I had no concept that that was possible. I knew to beat the streets in my local area to get clients and knock on doors and follow up with people and network. And that's all I knew. And until I learned otherwise by investing in mentors and workshops that I invested in, I had no idea what was possible for really going global. Now I have clients in, I think, over 13 different countries and people who are following me in much more than that. And it's great to be able to serve more people in a bigger way. And so my vision has actually changed from what it originally was to just helping small business owners in the local area to now helping tens of thousands of entrepreneurs across the world make smarter marketing and business decisions so that they can live a happier life. That's my goal. Right? That's my why I'm here. That's my big why. I want to help more people stop wasting their time and have happier lives. That means your love life, your family life, your relationships with family and friends. That means your business and what you're doing and what you're passionate about and all of it. So building getting exposure globally or locally, it doesn't matter. You have to contact more leads and get more leads coming into your funnel, into your business, into your website more than ever these days. With the internet and social media, there's way too much noise out there. Your prospects are not seeing half the stuff you're sending. So you have to turn on the dial and turn on the marketing hose to get more leads. Because if you're not seeing the kind of income that you want to see, then you're just not talking to enough people and you don't have enough leads in the funnel, or you don't have a good enough systematized funnel to get them moving through your website. And you can do a lot of this can be automated, right? I mean, leads are on my website right now and they're filling out forms and they're requesting to talk to me in complimentary strategy sessions without me even knowing they're there. Okay, so spending less time with the wrong leads and automating some of your lead generation can dramatically increase your exposure, your sales, and your positioning as well. So the fifth thing is really learning more advanced sales strategies and processes. And sales and marketing are really the two most important activities that you'll do in your business. So we need to do them well. And during when I work with people in either one-on-one or in group programs or even my membership programs and products, I talk to you all about sales processes and sales conversations. And the wording of what to say is usually the hardest thing for a lot of people. So I can put those words in your mouth based on your personality, being authentic to you, right? And for what your target audience needs to hear. Trust me, I don't just tell you to talk like me, to sound like me. That's not what I do. I do it based on what you need to say to reach your ideal clients, okay? And let's see. So systematizing your sales process, though, a lot of that can be done through your website if you have a really efficient, effective website, right? Which is one of the things I really focus on with clients is their website. It is the hub of your business. It should be. And most people that I talk to have horrible websites. They're not doing anything to promote you. They're not doing anything to build a list of followers or to sell to people or to even engage people when they get there. It's about interaction, engagement, relationship building, and then conversion. That's what your website should be doing for you. And I actually have a webinar and a one-on-one website planning session. If you know your website is not bringing you business and leads, you need to go do that. You need to go get on those, either on the webinar or come and talk to me about it. Seriously, we can make some quick, easy tweaks to your website and fix it fast so that it can actually start working for you. And it's no longer just sitting there looking pretty or not so pretty in some cases. Let's see. So the sales conversation, a lot of you that are selling stuff for over $100, maybe even over $500, really need to have a conversation with your potential prospect in order to have them say, yes, I want to buy that, right? And so a sales conversation these days is so crucial. And if you are being too passive, meaning you're in a sales conversation, you're going, well, if you're interested, let me know, right? Or email me or give me a call if you're interested, right? That's too passive. I mean, you don't have to be salesy to make the sale. You don't have to be pushy or twist people's arms or use, salesy tactics to convert the prospect to being a paying customer. You just have to do some things to really get them to understand that there's value in what you're offering and to get them to commit and decide to invest with you. And so there's some things, if you're too passive, stop it. You're wasting time, right? And you're missing out on thousands of dollars. And you're missing, the biggest thing is you're not impacting those people that could be impacted by you. So they are missing out on the teaching, training, products or services that you have to offer, and you're undervaluing their needs by not more aggressively offering what you have to offer, knowing that it's perfect for them. So think about it that way, that you're hurting them by not, pushing a little bit harder with trying to convince them that they need your services. Okay, because more than likely, if they're having a conversation with you, they know they need you. And the final thing is team building for freedom. And you'll probably I'm sorry to say this, but you'll probably get nowhere without an effective team. It'll be really hard to build a 6+ figure business without at least one or two assistants. Most people I know need a techie person in their business because there's so much to learn about the internet, social media, coding, search engine optimization, your web presence, videos. There's so much to learn about all that stuff that no business owner you should not make it your business to know all that stuff. You just want to surround yourself with people and experts that know it so they can do it instead of you. The other person you might need is more of an assistant that could do marketing tasks, okay? So when I was talking about my follow-up system, when I built my business, I learned how to use the same email over and over and over again after meeting people at an event. And so I developed templates, right? I do that with direct mail too. I have some postcards. I do that with phone call scripts. And now I even do it with social media. So I connect with people one-on-one on social media like I would at a networking event. But all of it is pre-written templates or pre-done. So most of that can even be delegated these days. So those kinds of lead generation activities is probably what you want to delegate first. that and techie people, okay? Your bookkeeping can wait. Your bookkeeping, you need a bookkeeper too, but if you're not making any money, you don't need a bookkeeper, right? So wait on that. Do the marketing activities. Now, the marketing people you hire or the assistants that you hire won't necessarily know what to do. They're going to be relying on you, the business owner, to tell them. So if you don't know what to tell them, you need training. You need entrepreneurial training and marketing training to know what to tell your assistant, to hire the right people, and to delegate the right tasks, and to be doing the right things yourself. So don't undervalue the fact that you might need training in one of these or more than one of these aspects. So team building is really where your freedom comes, where you can have more time to spend on the family if you're delegating, where you can actually take a vacation and still make money from the internet and from your sales processes and the lead generation processes that you have in place. So I highly recommend you figure out, well, you have to learn what to do first and then know how to delegate, and then you can find the right person. It's not about finding the right person first until you know how to maximize a team and get the right things done. So I know I just shared a ton of information with you, and it's only a half an hour show, so I wanted to give you as much as I can. I don't get to express and share this much information in my radio show because I'm usually interviewing guests, right? So I wanted to bring this to you today because these are the things that I see that are lacking mostly in the small business owners that I talk to, the hundreds and thousands of people I talk to every year. And so if any of this resonated with things that you know you need to do, but you haven't been doing it, it could be that you've heard it before, right? But you're still not doing it. Sometimes you need that kick in the butt, or you need the actual wording, or you need the step-by-step roadmap of what to do. And there's nothing wrong with reaching out for help around that. You know, I've done it. Most of my friends and peers have done it. And that's why we're in multiple six-figure businesses or higher, right? It's because we've asked. We've asked for help, and we've taken the advice and we've implemented. We've decided to really get serious about our business and make some money so we can make an impact, so we can leave a legacy. And that's what I want for you. So if you are interested in taking action around this, I'm going to give you a few things you can do today. So number one, you can come and talk to me in a complimentary business strategy session. Okay, we're going to just review where you're at, where you want to go, figure out what else is possible, and then I'll give you some options if it's a good fit on how we can get started and get you going. And it could be, really low price stuff. It could be higher price. It just depends on where you're at, what your budget is. Most people don't even have a budget, but you still want to come and talk to me even if you don't have a budget, because good Lord, if you need help, you need help. You got to find ways to get yourself some help. So if you want to talk to me in a complimentary strategy session, go to askkat.biz. It's www.askkat.biz. Okay, so that's for the free call. If you want to do a one-time, one-on-one planning meeting with me, we can talk about your business. We can talk about your website. We will talk about all of it. We'll talk about your business models. We'll talk about your marketing strategies. We'll talk about your big vision. We'll even talk about your confidence and maybe even your love life. It kind of depends on where you're at and what you need most in order to take this business to the next level. And as you can tell, I talk a little fast and I record everything. So you actually get this advice one-on-one with me directly looking into your business, looking for holes and opportunities for you to make more money and jumpstart your business. If you want to do that, you go to jumpstartyourwebsite.net. Jumpstartyourwebsite.net. That is a one-on-one planning meeting with me. And if you you need pretty much most of this. These are the 6 areas that we really cover in a very small group training program that I do. And I do it a couple times a year, so you'll have to go to the website to find out when the next class is. But don't wait, because it might be soon. And you'd go to jumpstartyourmarketing.com/6 figure business makeover. So jumpstartyourmarketing.com/6 figure business makeover with the number 6. And that's where you'll find out more about this 6-week course that I offer. It has a payment plan. It's limited to a really small number of business owners because it's all one-on-one. It's all really small group open Q&A, training, laser coaching, and I give tons of resources. There's lots of bonuses, and I would really love to see you in that program this year. If you're live near the Sacramento area, I do a live workshop series, and you can get to that by jumpstartyourmarketing.com/workshop series. Okay, so there's all kinds of options at all kinds of price points, and I just like to be a resource for you to really help grow your business this year. So here's to really creating and enjoying the business and life of your dreams. This is Katrina Sawa signing off, and so go start your business now, and we'll talk to you next week.